Hello everybody! Welcome back to another Shadowverse Worlds Beyond video. And today we are going to cover another batch of the new set, the Skybound Dragons like expansion. And we have 5 cards for you guys today, and I'm really excited to reveal this to you guys because there's one specific craft that I think some of you guys already know that will get a really good card. So yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get right into it. First off, we have Vyrn. Vyrn is going to be a 2 play.22 bronze neutral follower with a fanfare effect that if you unlock Super Evolution, evolve this follower. So yeah, it's kind of similar to the Samurai 2-drop from Sword. Like it unlocks on Super Evolution. Like when you have unlocked Super Evolution, then you evolve this follower. And some of you guys might be thinking, yo, that's kind of mid. And I'm like, bro, you are about to live in a very SBA world of Shadowverse. What do I mean by that? A lot of win cons will be centered around this SBA mechanic, or at least a decent chunk of it, right? Decent chunk of decks would be like relying on this, and like this is not a bad like a 2-drop, because of course if you don't use its fanfare, it's a 2 mana 2/2. It's pretty fine, right? And then like when you draw it late, let's say in the mid game, it becomes a 2 mana 4 damage. It can like progress your SSBA count, right? Or your SBA count if you still didn't have it, right? And of course, like it's a free evolve, so it's a trade. It's a 2 mana 4/4 rush. All right. So yeah, like I think it's really nice. All right. Like will this be a game changer for most decks? It will depend, but I would say Vyrn is gonna be a must-have for any evolve deck on set 4, because there's not enough cards I think that evolve, right, like evolve themselves yet to for us to like just take out, like pick and choose what cards we use for like self evolve. Like we're like it's kind of like Mode Abyss when you think about it, like how Mode Abyss has to put every single mode card into their deck, because otherwise like they won't be able to do their win con or unlock their win con, the Shamnacha. So I feel like it's gonna be similar to that. So I expect Vyrn in a lot of decks, right? And yeah, GBF enjoys rejoice. I was waiting so long for this card to like come out. Oh, fun fact, by the way, like I think Vyrn has the same voice actress as Happy from Fairy Tail, so that's kind of cute. Anyways, moving on, we have Seofon, the most punchable face in GBF history. My goat, the one that does not care about the omens in GBF. One does not concern himself of the V2 omens, right? If you're a GBF player, you probably know what I mean by that. So yeah, Seofon is the leader of the Eternals. 4PP, 4-3 legendary swordcraft follower, fanfare, SBA, evolve all unevolved allied followers on the field. And super SBA, right? SSBA is super evolve them instead. Now, this card is literally almost the same as the Seofon in Shadowverse 1, because I think both of them evolve the entire board on SBA, and then on SSBA they have like something that reinforces like the board as well. This time around, since Shadowverse Worlds Beyond has super evolve mechanic, they decided to make Seofon do super evolve instead. Having an entire board of super evolve units is that has to be absolute cinema. All right, like don't get me wrong, you're still gonna need like you're still gonna need to like get that SSBA, and it's gonna be like for late game, but being able to pull this up has to be like one of the funnest things that you can do on Sword right now. And if anything, this kind of tells me that mid-range is probably back. Mid-range evolve has to be like a really fun deck. I urge you guys to try that. If you guys are excited for board-based gameplay, this might be like enough value for mid-range evolve sword to actually exist in the meta, or at least around the tier 3 range. So yeah, hey, maybe we even unlock like a mid-range that has a OTK finisher with with this, similar to the SB1 version, but who knows, all right? Like who knows, man? Like just know that this card is gonna be really good, and like if you're a sword enjoyer, you must craft it. Yeah, you must craft this guy. Yeah, it's way too fun. But yeah, let's move on. We have Mirel. I hope Mirel. I hope I pronounced that right. And Reset, right? Journey of Hardship. So it's a Runecraft card this time. A new 5-drop. Hey, yo, another 5-drop for Rune. We all know whenever it's a 5-drop for Rune, it has to be banger. 5 play point 3/3 silver Runecraft follower. The fanfare effect is summon another copy of itself, right? But Earthright 2, you evolve that like both of the copies. Both of the copies get evolved. You have Earthright 2. So I'm really excited for this because this is literally an Abyss Congregant for 5 mana that both get evolved on turn 5 without, the only drawback is, of course, you use 2 Earthright Sigils, meaning that you probably need 4 Earthright Sigils if you want to do discard into Norman. And I'm really happy to see Earthright support. So yeah, I think this card is good. The only thing that's kind of a downside is it uses 2 Earthright. That's the only thing. If it used 1 Earthright, I don't think it would have been busted. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we get a lot of Earthright, and it might be able to snowball as a mid-range deck of some sorts. So yeah, I'm excited to try out Rune as well with this card alongside Cag, and yeah, including Leland Tim, and I think Earthright's slowly but surely becoming a real deck, and hopefully it's at least relevant enough to be played in this set because yeah, I want to play something else rather than Spellboost. I mean, you guys know this already, right? Everybody's just playing Spellboost for Root because everything else is kind of irrelevant in terms of power level. So yeah, be on the lookout for this card. High hopes for that. And let's move on to another Rune card. And this time we have Suframare Wandering Tour. 1 play point, 1/1 bronze Runecraft follower. At the end of the turn, spell boost your hand X amount of times, and X is equal to the follower's attack. And if you evolve him, it gains cannot attack followers or leaders. I mean, it's obvious why the evolve effect is like that. It's not supposed to be for trading. It's literally just meant to be a token on the board that keeps spell boosting your hand. Now, this is interesting because it gives you a turn 1 play that spell boosts your hand right away. It allows you to high roll, and it forces people to answer it, right? Cards like a Puppet Cat and the White Dragon from Dragoncraft, if you want to if you want to deny this card from spell boosting more than 1, you probably need a 2-drop that has rush to to stop this from snowballing. So maybe a Lance Trooper, something like that, right? From Sword. We have tools. I hope we get more tools to be able to deal with this, because I think this card's actually really, really good for spell boost, because it's a must remove in the early game, because if they have decline in their hand, they're just gonna snowball with this. I actually imagine maybe you can even make a tempo version of spell boost rune where you play the blaze dogs, right? The blaze destroyers alongside Wamdas, right? Because you can get a lot of spell boost early, and then you curve this into Aningrea, and there you go. Suddenly maybe you have a turn 6 where you super evolve Wamdas, turn 6, turn 7 you super evolve Wamdas with a bunch of blaze destroyers, and I'm very interested to see if that's possible, just so we have a little bit of variety when it comes to spell boost decks, not just Cock Decline centric, but maybe something along the lines of mid-range, a mid-rangey, a type of rune deck. So yeah. And for the last card, well, you guys know, it's in the thumbnail, it's Zooey. Zooey, Ally of the World. 5 play point, 5/5 legendary Jagger follower. Fanfare is gain 1 max play point. Thank God we have gotten another ramp card. Thank God. I've been asking for a ramp card for Dragon for for 3 sets now. I'm just just 1 ramp card, just 1 more ramp card, and we should be Gucci. All right. And finally, they gave us a ramp card. Granted, this card probably is a 5 mana do nothing on turn 5, where a lot of turn 5 turns are probably strong, but it is ramp. Ramp is ramp, boys. All right. And not only that, Zooey has an enhanced effect that can potentially be very toxic, by the way. So let's read it. Enhanced 10, gain Storm. Set your leader's max HP to 1, and until the end of your opponent's turn, give your leader the effect, reduce all damage taken to 0. So what does this mean? Jerry Cocytus OTK will be much more consistent. Now let me explain. Let's say you rap, right? Let's say you rap, you play Fenny, and you're very vulnerable. Somebody gets you to really low HP, and you look like you're gonna die in the next turn. You can literally just play Zooey, attack, Zooey, like you can play like two Zoes in a row. You can like Zooey, stall, Zooey, stall. Yeah, it uses up your entire turn, but even if it uses your entire turn, the good thing about this card is it gives you more time to pump with your, let's say you set up a tablet already, right? Let's say you're just waiting for your cactus to be drawn, you're just waiting for your Jerry for your Jerry to be drawn. You can legit just stall out the game for 3 turns if you get 3 copies of her. And it, yeah, it could potentially be very toxic in that sense because they literally cannot interact with you, and the only way you can kill somebody stalling with the buff of reduce all damage taken to 0 is of course killing them with your own OTK that doesn't rely on damage, like maybe like killing them with mill, which I don't think that type of archetype exists, of course, or like killing them with your own Jerry OTK combo. So yeah, I know some people probably talking about that already, but general use of this card, of course, is to face rush somebody, right? Where okay, I'm going to face rush you. If you can deal with me on this turn, like if you can deal with me after this turn, or you can wall up, or like anything that like might like prevent me from doing lethal on you the next turn. This is a really good card for that. So Storm Dragon also might like see some use for this, but I'm really high on this card being used on the Jerry OTK one. All right, like okay, if you guys start like if that deck becomes like the most cancerous OTK deck next set, you didn't hear it from me. All right, you didn't hear it from me. I will try it though, but yeah, like it's not my play style to play this type of deck, but yeah, like if I'm seeing so many like OTK decks or like win cons that just kaboom your face in a burn way, right? Instead of the board. So I'm thinking like this deck might actually like just be, you know, the new like cock declimb or something. Well, hopefully not, but you know, it could happen. Hey, at least it's Dragon this time around, and Dragon gets to play the game now. All right, dude. That's gonna be it for me today, though. Hope you guys like this coverage. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Comment down below if you have any questions. And I'll be linking as well the Reddit post with all of the revealed cards as well. Or you can watch the previous videos that I uploaded that covered the cards since the start of the card reveals. And with that said, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. Peace. Bye bye.